I Am a Filipino by Carlos P. Romulo. I am a Filipino, inheritor of a glorious past, hostage to the uncertain future. As such, I must prove equal to a twofold task, the task of meeting my responsibility to the past, and the task performing my obligation to the future. I sprang from a hardy race, child many generations removed of ancient Malayan pioneers. Across the centuries, the memory comes rushing back to me of a brown-skinned man putting out to sea in the ships that were as frail as the heart were towed. Over the sea, I see them come, borne upon the blowing wave and the whistling wind, carried upon the mighty swell of hope. Hope in the free abundance of new land that was to be their home and their children's forever. This is the land they sought and found. Every inch of the shore that their eyes first set upon, every hill and the mountain that beckoned to them with a green and purple invitation, every mile of rolling plain that their view encompassed, every river and lake that promised a plentiful living and the fruitfulness of commerce. This hallowed spot to be, by the strength of their hearts and hands, by every right of law, human and divine, this land and all the appurtenances thereof, the black and fertile soil, the seas and lakes and rivers teeming with fish, the forests with their inexhaustible wealth in the wildlife and timber, the mountains with their bowels fallen with minerals, and the whole of this rich and happy land has been, for centuries without number, the land of my fathers. This land I receive in trust from them, and in trust will pass to my children, and so on until the world is no more. I am a Filipino. In my blood runs immortal seed of heroes, seed that flowered down the centuries in deeds of courage and defiance. In my veins yet pulses the same hot blood that sent Lapu-Lapu to battle against the first invader of this land, that nerved Lacandula in the combat against the alien foe, that drove Diego Silang and Dagohoy into rebellion against the foreign oppressor. That seed is immortal. It is the self-same seed that flowered in the heart of Jose Rizal that morning in Bagumbayan, when a volley of shots put an end to all was mortal of him and made his spirit deathless forever. The same that flowered in the hearts of Bonifacio in Balintawak, of Gregorio del Pilar of Tirad Pass, of Antonio Luna at the Kalumpit, that bloom in flowers of frustration in the sad heart of Emilio Aguinaldo at Planan, and yet burst forth royally against in the proud heart of Manuel L. Quezon when he stood at the last of the threshold of ancient Malacanang Palace, in the symbolic act of possession and racial vindication. The seed I bear with me is an immortal seed. It is the mark of my manhood, the symbol of dignity as a human being. Like the seed that were once buried in the tomb of Tutankhamen many thousand years ago, it shall grow and flower and bear fruit again. It is the insignia of my race, and my generation is but a stage in an unending search of my people for freedom and happiness. I am a Filipino, child of marriage of the East and the West. The East with its languor and mysticism, its positivity and endurance. was my mother, and my sire was the West that came thundering across the seas with the cross and the sword of the machine. I am of the East, an eager participant in its spirit, and in its struggles for liberation from the imperialist yoke. But I also know that the East must awake from its centuries sleep, shake off the lethargy that has bound his limbs, and start moving where destiny awaits. For I am the West, and vigorous peoples of the West have destroyed forever in peace and quiet that once were ours. I can no longer live being a part of those world that trembles to the roar of bomb and cannon shot. I cannot say of a matter of universal life and of freedom and slavery for all mankind that is concerned for me. For no man and no nation is an island, but a part of the main. There is no longer any East and West. Only individuals and nations making those momentous choices which are hinged upon which history resolves. At the vanguard of progress in the part of the world, I stand a forlorn figure in the eyes of some, but not one defeated and lost. For through the thick and interlacing branches of habit and custom above me, I have been the light of the sun, and I know that it is good. I have seen the light of justice and equality and freedom. My heart has been lifted by the vision and democracy, and I shall not rest until my land and my people shall have been blessed by this. Beyond the power of any man or nation to subvert or destroy. I am a Filipino, and this is my inheritance. What pledge shall I give that I must prove worthy of my inheritance? I shall give pledge that has come ringing down the corridors of the centuries, and it shall be compounded the joyous cries of my Malayan forebears when the first they saw contours of this land loom before their eyes. The battle cries that have resounded in every field of combat from Mactan to Chiratas. The voices of my people when they sing, "Land of the morning, child of sun returning, there shall invaders stumble sacred shore." Out of the last green of these 7,000 isles, out of the heartstring of 16 million people, all vibrating to one song, I shall weave the mighty fabric of my pledge. Out of the songs of the farmers at sunrise when they go to labor in the fields. Out of the sweat of the hard-beaten pioneers in Maulig and Coronadal. Out of the silence endurance of stevedores at the piers and the ominous grumbling of peasants in Pampanga. Out of the first cries of babies, newly born, and lullabies that mothers sing. Out of the crushing gears and the wind turbines in the factories. Out of the crunch of plowshares upturning the earth. Out of the limitless patience and the teachers in the classrooms, and the doctors in the clinics. Out of the tramp of soldiers marching, I shall make the pattern of my pledge. I am a Filipino, born to freedom, and I shall not rest until my freedom shall have been added to my inheritance. For myself, and my children and my children's children forever.